What up, guys? It's SFA05 here again, and I'm bringing you a video guide, sort of gameplay commentary on Wukong, the Monkey King. And this guy is really one of the most underrated champions. Recently, he was nerfed. Buffed by Riot, and I generally don't believe he even needed that buff, except for the fix to his Q, which would not give you lifesteal before. But other than that, I don't believe Wukong needed that buff. Now that he is buffed, however, he's way more viable in top lane, and way more powerful in team fights, as you'll see in this game. So I'm going to teach you guys basically how I play him. First off, I always take top lane, and I start off with cloth armor and 5 health pots. This is because I plan on building the wriggles as soon as possible. So the 5 health pots basically helps me stay in lane as much time as my opponent, and maybe even longer. I run teleport so I can get back to my lane for in case there's 2 people there pushing the turret, or if I just got ganked, got killed, and then I'm missing out on a lot of experience. Because as you can see in this game, they decided to invade our jungle. Our Soraka was AFK, that's why I was not helping out. That's why I was not helping out the team in the jungle, because I knew if I was there, I'd run a way higher risk of dying. So this time I decided, I was thinking about, helping out the jungle or taking this blue. But there's only about 10 seconds till blue spawns, and there's really no point. So it's just gonna be out farm fest. Soraka believes she is an AP carry. You guys should probably relate to this game. Everybody runs into a game like this. Anyways, I get my first point in E for like pretty obvious reasons. If you guys have ever played Wukong before, thought maybe a dog in the background. His name is Hamster. Anyways, so I get a point in the E mainly because it's sort of a cone-shaped spell that hits. Well, actually, it's an AOE spell, but it attacks in a cone shape, and it hits all the minions in the line, or it can hit all the champions in the fight. So when you're hitting all the minions, as you can see here, it would be perfect time to use it and just get that minion that was to the left, and I can follow it up by hitting the minion in the middle. It stacks up your next hit. It's like a hit reset. So I'm not the best last hitter. So it's one of those quirks that helps you out with last hitting. So definitely level that up. Next, you'll level up your Q for similar reasons. It resets your attack, and it has 1.1 attack damage scaling. And on top of that, it gives you lifesteal now too. Before, it didn't give you your lifesteal, so it wouldn't count it. It wouldn't count it in whenever you use it. It was pretty annoying because I always built wriggles before as well. So if I was last hitting at the turret, I wouldn't be able to heal it up. Anyways, I'm laning against a Singed, and I'm about a level ahead just because he was helping out the blue, and he really shouldn't have been. He's way too far to invade the jungle for that long. So I got about a level and a half ahead, and sadly he has a utility mastery T for experience, and I'm not really aware as how useful it is right now, just because Season 2 Masteries came out 3 days ago. So I'm just running 21-9-0 right now, hoping for the best. I'm taking the points in Vampirism to make up for the Wriggles nerf, and maybe a little bit of help early game. Anyways, at the turret, I'm not really gonna be able to do anything to Singe, so I have to try and do my best to let him push, as much as it hurts me to miss out on the couple CSs that are near the turret. So just roam around basically as rammus, get your last hits. You really shouldn't be afraid of a Singed. I mean, the only way you can get damage is if you chase him through his poison, or if he flings you. And if he flings you, it's only like minuscule damage, like 100, and you can just return like 300 to him. So when you hit people, you basically want to E, let one auto attack go in, and then press Q right after. That's 3 hits in, about 200 to 300 damage early game, and a shit ton more late game. I'd love to explain the ultimate right now, but not really going to happen until I get it. You have to see it for yourself to believe it. For the people that do not play Wukong, you'll be surprised when you see how much damage it does. And at level 4, I grab a point in Decoy. Decoy is probably like one of the most useful spells that I've seen an AD carry have. And yes, I'm calling Wukong an AD carry, even though he's a bruiser, because he fucking carries games and he builds AD. Anyways, you use it either to fake out while you're juking people, or you can actually use it to jump into a battle, which I'm going to be using a lot in this game because it turns out I get really fed and I don't really need to juke anybody. I'm not afraid of anything. And when you last hit turret, it's like any other champion, just let the turret get the 2 hits on the minions, and then you just get the last hit on it. So you just do your best not to miss minions. I missed like 1 right there, because I'm quite possibly the worst and laggiest player in the world. But take my advice, please. And at level 5, I just keep leveling up my E. I take my points in Q whenever it pops up, and I level up my ult whenever it pops up. W would be my last spell to level up. Not because it's bad, but because everything else is better. And believe me, everything else is way better. W is insane as well. I mean, at first when Wukong came out, a lot of people were like, oh wow, this champion sucks, and they underestimated him so much. Myself included. But I gave him a shot. I don't even know why I bought him. But I'm really thankful that I did. Anyways, I'm around 900 gold. I still haven't based. The 5 health pots are really helping me stay in lane. And the cloth armor is going to help against auto attacks from Singed, which don't really happen too often, but I take the cloth armor anyways. So here I see that my jungler and my brand are fighting the Xin Zhao. So what I do is I'd flash out and then I decoy right around here. So I can just, I was thinking about jumping back in and helping, but Xin Zhao started running and I was too low. Not worth chasing Singed poison. We get first blood off of this, so our team got a good exchange. I can't really claim any part of it, but I wish I could. Ooh, yeah, Wukong! Anyways, I let my jungler have this. Oh, by the way, decoy right here. This is why it's a beautiful spell. If you did not see that, then you're a blind bat, because my reflexes kicked in at the last second, and I saw the blank was teleporting into one-hit me. So she missed, and I think she dropped her ignite on Brand while she was trying to kill me, because she, I don't know, I guess she anticipated that my clone wouldn't keep going. That my invisibility wouldn't keep going. So, anyways, I'm basing right now. I'm gonna grab a Madrid's a Madrid's Razor and boots. I have TP here, so I can TP back to the fight very soon. I see Singes right at my turret, and I told my jungler to stay because I'm duo queuing with this guy. I usually always duo queue with him. He's pretty good. So, and you'll be hearing about him a little bit sooner than you think. Anyways, I tell him to stay and get a couple of experience laying around, and I teleport back up as soon as possible because I want to get back into lane. Plus, last time I was here, I took like 30 minutes before I maced. Because I have my ult here, and I have every single one of my abilities up. I can use it whenever I want, but I'm not going to risk chasing Singed down his poison yet. I want it to be a little bit lower before I kick in my ultimate. And I'm going to let you guys read this ultimate right now, if you don't know anything about it. It's got 106 physical damage per second and knocking up enemies he encounters. This is basically the 80 clone for Fiddlesticks. And on top of that, I have a knock-up, which, if you guys have ever seen Alistair play, or Blitzcrank, let's just say it fucking owns. So, I use my E to get last hits when all the minions are low, and I don't want to miss anything. So, I think I might be using it somewhere around here. Oh yeah, here you see it. Oh, never mind, I just faked you guys out, and I faked myself out. I'm pretty sure I killed a Xin Zhao sooner or later, because it's a Xin Zhao, and it's a really foreign name. I get pretty excited. Alright, here goes, I kick it in. Look how much damage this thing does. This is one of the biggest underestimations about Wukong. He thought he was safe half health. Nobody is safe half health when Wukong's around. And yeah, look at this. You can troll all day long when you do that. When you pull off a play like that. What up, boy? What's up, boy? Nada. Anyways, don't do that. That's a douchey move. I got the 600 gold. I built my wriggles, which I told you guys to do. Get yourself a sight ward. Try and place your wriggles ward right here. I can't even ping in this game. It's a replay. Try and place your wriggles around here. And place your sight ward either here, so you can see when the blue comes up. Here, so you can help out your mid lane, and he can see where the person's coming in. And you can also see if they're coming up, like, to gank you. Or you can also just place it here and be a greedy asshole. Or you can just save it. I wouldn't save it, because my wriggles pops up every 90 seconds anyways. So back to lane, back to farming. I'm not sure if I get any kills around here, so I'm just going to keep farming. Place my ward, farm some more. Just how the game goes now. I thought Riot was going to try and fix that. I really don't mind it, in all honesty. I mean, I have a shitty computer and a shitty graphics card, so I can't click the minions very well. I don't know if I mentioned this in my rammus guide, but LOL replay. I get to zoom out so much. I usually play, and this is as big as I see. So I like this. I like seeing the game this far. Anyways, enough of my life story. You're here to watch Wukong down. Just keep farming. I'll explain the Masteries later in the video, by the way, and I'll also post a picture if you want. Because I use my ultimate again. I saw Sindri was half health. Always use it. You want to walk in after you use it. After it drops down, you use your E, then you use your Q. Your E auto attack and then Q, and then it's basically it should do half and some more health. So I pretty much risked it hard at the turret because I was out of mana. But I was pretty sure of myself, mainly with the lifesteal now that the Q has, that you can survive this. And I saw Soraka ult around here, so I missed out on the action. Anyways, our Caitlyn is raging because Soraka still thinks she's the AP carry and gets minion kills and does not allow her to get minion kills. As my top lane is going great right now. I got a 69 CS to 69 to Wukong's 32, and I've got 2 kills on him. I got 69 to Singe's 32. I'm Wukong, my bad. I got 2 kills on him. He's got 1 death. And I'm sitting pretty right now. So I'm going to explain what I build after this. This is where most guides won't tell you to go. This is where I go, however, because checking is... Oh, by the way, be kind to your mid. Always be kind to your mid. Mainly when they have a LeBlanc in that lane. You want to know when LeBlanc's not there. So be kind so he calls semis. Because LeBlanc rapes space early game. I laid him a ward so you can see if Zinzel's going to gank for him against him. So a shit ton of farm up here, I got it. So this is where I go that usually others don't go. I'm trying to build up all the way to a BF sword. So mainly people are like, oh, tanky DPS should be Wukong. I agree, Wukong should be tanky DPS. However, early up until around level 17, you shouldn't even be thinking about building tanky. You should just be building a shit ton of damage. Why? Because his ultimate scales so high. It scales a shit ton in half. So you want to build that bloodthirster as soon as possible, and it gives you an insane amount of lifesteal on top of your wriggles. So you basically cannot get pushed out of lane, and you're a farming machine. So if you think you've seen some professionals farm hard, no, you playing Wukong will be farming hard. And if you have problems farming, I mean, Wukong's a character for you, in all honesty. I have problems last hitting. I never play AD carries because I suck so much at last hitting, and minions are big for me. So Wukong is the champion for you if you're having trouble with that. So I'm just going to speed this up. I'm not sure where I get a kill around here. I should probably watch this again before doing this video. His passive. I forgot to talk about this. His armor magic resistance are increased by 6 for each nearby enemy champion. Pretty self-explanatory. I shouldn't even bother talking about it. But if you don't know what that means, I currently have 6 more armor and magic resistance because Singe is nearby. And you can have a maximum of 30 armor and magic resistance. But you can see I used my E there. I knew I'd hit Singe, so I just wanted to bully him a little bit and heal back the poison damage by queuing. So just get all my HP back and sit pretty in the lane. I'll explain a little bit more about the ultimate. You see, his ultimate is basically, it doesn't show it in this, I'll show the range for it, but it basically be like 350, I think, range. It's around this big, and every time it hits somebody, it knocks them up. This is an insane amount of damage for a team fight. Think about Fiddlesticks. You are the AD Fiddlesticks, and you are a monkey. And you're pretty cute, I'm not gonna lie. So, you knock people up, you do a shit ton of damage. You take a couple kills, too, if you have to, you know. Teammates have to be mad, they have to be mad, but it's all about that. It's all about that win-death, the kill-death ratio, you know. Look at that, Soraka knows all about it. Soraka gets kills. She's not afraid. But all that shitty gameplay. You want to be a helpful teammate. If somebody's almost dead of your team, run near them. Use your ultimate to save them. You can press E to jump to the opponent. That's how I initiate ultimates, by the way. E, Q, ultimate. And then they're probably dead. And I see Zinzel's here, so E, Q, ultimate. Bam. Shit ton of damage. But watch this, watch this. You guys thought I was joking with AP carry Soraka? She comes in and steals the fuck out of that kill. She does not care. Look at that. Look at Soraka. That KS. She came in and she was not scared. And I was going to get away safely, too. I had flash, I had my decoy. There's no way Cinch was going to catch me. But, you know, Shwaka goes hard in this game. Look, at least she's building her Death Fire Grasp. That's a beauty. At least she healed me, in all honesty. If she just came, solo kill, and ran, then I'd have reason to be pissed. But no, she's a good lad. Good lad. Anyways, back to farming. That's what this game's all about, after all.